Round 9 of the FIM Motocross World Championship burst into life with MX2 Race 1 around a very wet and muddy Maggiora in Italy. Alexander Tonkov grabbed the whole shot, and as he disappeared at the front of the field, Jordi Tixier on the #1 Kawasaki and Tim Geisert behind him on the Honda battled over second position. Paul Jonas made a good start, but then he fell from 13th and eventually would get back to 16th after dropping out of the top 25. Jeffrey Hurlings, well, it was points on the board for him. He started 8th and eventually worked his way to 6th on his Red Bull KTM, but Valentin Guillot fell from 5th place and would eventually come home in 11th on the standing construct Yamaha. Our race leader, though, survived a scare towards the end of the race as he approached the back markers, but Alexander Tonkov on the Wilvo Nastan factory Husqvarna rounded out the final turn to win his first ever MX2 race ahead of Tixier and Geisert. MXGP Race 1, and Tony Cairoli was on the grid despite suffering injuries to the left hand in a qualifying crash on Saturday. He almost pulled the foxhole shot as well, but Max Nagel, the championship leader by 19 points, fell on the first lap, came in, picked up running repairs, straightened out the bars and rejoined the race. Up front, though, David Philippart was pushed back to second as Romain Febvre fired his Yamaha into the lead at the start of lap 3. Tony Cairoli hung on to third for 4 laps before Jeremy Van Horbeek went through on lap 5. And it was a Yamaha 1-2-3 at that stage of the race. But at the halfway point, Tony Cairoli, struggling to hold on to his Red Bull KTM, was passed by Todd Waters, who moved himself up into 4th, and then Alessandro Lupino, pushing Tony Cairoli down into 6th before he got caught and passed by Sean Simpson in the final stages of the race. But it was a victory in Moto #1 for Romain Febvre. Philippart 2nd, Van Horbeek was 3rd. MX2 Race 2, and Jeffrey Hurlings was squeezed again, but he managed to hold a nice tight line through the first turn as Tonkov ran the #91 of Jeremy Seward wide. Thomas Covington fell on the opening lap, and Tonkov took out Paul Jonas. Those two were battling over 4th and 5th, and with that move, Tonkov threw away any chance of winning an overall Grand Prix here in Italy. Jeffrey Hurlings was well clear of his rivals, but in the closing stages, just got caught on the hill, and his 6-second gap was reduced significantly as Tim Geisert closed in. Valentin Guillot going out once again. Final lap, though, Hurlings managed to emerge over the line just ahead of Geisert. C were 3rd, Anstey 4th, Benoit Paturel was 5th. In what was a very close finish in MX2 Race 2. But the overall Grand Prix victory belonged to Tim Geisert, taking his 2nd victory in MX2, his 2nd on Italian soil as well. Hurling 2nd, Jeremy Seward was 3rd. Championship looks like this. Jeffrey Hurlings now 139 points clear of Guillot. Jonas is 3rd, Tonkov 4th, Geisert is 5th. Tixier losing 2 positions this weekend in Italy. Top step of the podium then for the Garibaldi Honda rider, Tim Geisert, who wins here in Italy, round 9 in MX2. But Jeffrey Hurlings, of course, continues to lead the championship after 9 rounds.
Tim, guys, a huge congratulations. 2nd GP victory this year. Tonkov making a massive mistake really played right into your hands today.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm really happy about it. It's my 2nd GP overall win, so again on the Italian ground, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to all my team, all HRC team, all my family, especially my brother, my dad, just everybody around me and all my fans around the world, Slovenia, everywhere. So thank you very much, guys.
MXGP race 2, the gate bounced back up in front of Sean Simpson, and he was hampered going into turn 1, but he did emerge quite high up the field after tiptoeing around the inside. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek and Bobashev, though, fell at turn 1, but not as bad as this guy. Roman Fevre crashed out spectacularly. Fortunately, he was able to pick himself up uninjured and rejoin the race. Max Nagel was leading the way from Kevin Strybos, and Todd Waters got himself into third after passing Devin Philipparts here, coming out of turn 1. Philipparts was still in the hunt for an overall podium, even the overall Grand Prix victory. But Roman Fevre, despite bent handlebars and no front brake, put himself in a great position. He capitalized on that mistake from Philipparts that put him up into 6th position, and he was in the driving seat. But up front, though, after leading for 16 of the 17 laps, Max Nagel made a mistake at the bottom of the hill, and Kevin Strybos went on to win race 2. Nagel was 2nd, Paulhan was 3rd, Waters 4th, Simpson 5th, and Roman Fevre came over the line in 6th, and it was enough for him to win his 2nd Grand Prix and consecutive Grand Prix victories for him in MXGP. Fevre was your overall winner then here in Italy, Strybos 2nd, and Todd Waters with his first ever podium in World Championship Motocross. Nagel now extends his lead over Cairoli to 30 points. Roman Fevre now moves up to 3rd in the championship with his 2nd Grand Prix victory here. Yamaha, of course, running yellow Yamahas to celebrate their 60th anniversary. So the Frenchman then on top of the world again. Strybos 2nd, Todd Waters 3rd here. Max Nagel collected a red plate. Some consolation for failing to win that 2nd race here this weekend.
Tony Skillington e di altri trofei per suggellare questa grande giornata. Il volto che non è poi così sorridente di Max Nagel, ma ci sta ed ora.
Roman Fevre, congratulations, another GP win under your belt, giving Yamaha something else to celebrate this weekend, but you still seem disappointed.
No, I'm really happy to win the GP. You know, it was the 60th anniversary of Yamaha, so it's why we are on the yellow. And, you know, definitely it was a positive weekend. I won a 2nd GP in a row, so hope to keep it that way, but a little bit disappointed about the 2nd moto, about my crash. And it was really difficult to ride with the handlebar bent and no front brake, so it's good, positive, and we work on that, and we will be stronger the next weekend.